If you're looking for tips to pass your SBL paper, then this video is for you. I am bringing a lot of fresh tips in this video, so watch it till the end. And guys, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like the video, share it with more of your ACCA friends, and do drop in a comment below. I'm Megha Bansali, Indian Qualified Chartered Accountant and the ACCA member. I'm a ACCA tutor and have been guiding a lot of students, especially at professional level, to clear all of their papers. In this video, I'm going to be discussing some tips on how to crack your SBL paper. Especially if you're a self-study student, then this video is going to be very useful for you. Let's understand the basic paper pattern of SBL. So SBL is one case study question that you get in the examination, and this is what has been tested for 100 marks. Now again, these 100 marks are split into 80 technical marks, which is on what you're writing is what you'll get the marks, and 20 marks you get for how you have written the answer. Now 20 marks is your professional marks. Again, these professional marks have been broken down into 5 different skills that are going to be tested. Each skill will carry 4 marks. Now, if I talk about all of these skills and how to get this 20 marks, it's a very easy scoring, marks available in the examination. First skill that is tested is communication. So for communication, there are 2-3 basic things that you need to kind of do well, which is very easy to score marks. First of all, using the right kind of format. So formats are available on ACCA's website, wherein you can get what is the format of a report, what is the format of writing a letter, what is the format of writing an email, memo, briefing note. I have also uploaded this on my Instagram channel. You can check out my post which has SBL formats. Second of all, what you need to keep in mind is who is writing to whom. So if you're an external consultant, if you're an internal person, is a board of director writing, is it a press release? So the language or the tone has to change based on who is writing to whom. So these are basic things that you need to keep in mind to get your communication marks. Other skills that are tested are commercial acumen, analysis, evaluation, skepticism. Now, all of this will kind of typically come from practice. You should be able to analyze the information well. You should be able to evaluate all the figures that are given, if there's any financial data that has been mentioned. All of this will come with practice. You don't have to worry. Now, what you need to kind of focus is on skepticism and commercial acumen. Now, commercial acumen means how well do you have the sense of a business environment. Now, again, this can be developed after you get your pre-scene information. Okay, now what is pre-scene information? So 15 days before the examination, you will get some basic data about the organization on which you're going to be tested. So you can do a study before and analyze and evaluate what kind of questions can come. Also, now how you can use your commercial acumen is, let's say there's a question that's going to come from a fashion industry. So basically study what is the fashion industry, what are the issues in fashion industries, how are they maintaining their inventory level, or whatever is the issue. So you could study one or two fashion industry to get a basic idea about the business of a fashion industry and get the commercial working of a fashion industry. That's what commercial acumen is all about. So knowing the basic economy or the commercial sense of a particular industry. Skepticism is having a questionable mind, so just try and question everything, every data that is given in the question, and try to analyze it really well. So this is how you can focus on your 20 professional marks, and it's very easy to kind of score the marks. Just practice, keep these points in mind when you're writing an answer. Now moving on to your technical marks. I know whenever anyone sees the study text, they'll be like, oh my god, there is so much to read. How do I read, process so much of it? Guys, SBL is a very, very practical paper. It's not a paper where you have to read, mug up each points. Please don't do that. First of all, you need to read it like as though you're reading a novel, where you don't have to retain 100% of the content, but you need to know the gist of everything. So read it like as though you're reading a novel. So spend good 20-30 days just reading the content. And if you want, you can probably highlight some points here and there which you think are important, which you can revise later. And what I think is important are the models. yes, there is no direct question that is asked from the model currently. However, you can use the model to structure your answer. If they're asking you to do an internal analysis, you can use the resource audit, the 7M model, and do an internal analysis. So you can take the help of models to structure your answer even if not asked in the examination. Again, because models need not be applied directly, you need not mug up the models as it is. You can just remember the basic structuring of the models. So you can make some summary notes wherein you have written down all the models, so you can quickly revise it later before the examination. Now, how can you plan your studies? So I'm giving you the order in which you should be preparing for your examination. So first you can focus on strategy and change management. So these are typically your chapter 9 to 13, and then your 23, 24, 25, 26. So these chapter talk about strategy and change. Every paper has one question from strategy or change. So this is a major chunk of the syllabus, and you should probably be focusing on this first. Second is your ethics. Ethics is very important. Ethics is asked almost in every professional paper. It's repetitively asked and it's very easy, especially if you're writing, your second or your third professional paper. So you do then your ethics chapter. After that, you should pick up your risk. Again, risk is a very, very common sense kind of a paper. And if you have already studied double A or even triple A for that matter, risk becomes very simple. After you finish with your risk, you can pick up decision making, which is chapter 20, 21, 22. All these three chapters talk about decision making, and normally ACCA students find this very easy because it's mostly financial decision making. You have to just do some calculations, analysis, and give your opinion. So this is a very easy topic. Then you pick up technology. Always there is a question that comes on technology. Technology, again, I don't think you have to study so much. All of us are very much aware of what are the latest technologies like AI, robotics. Any of these could kind of be asked. How can an industry use this to kind of make more sales or better marketing? So you could talk about technology very easily. Technology chapters are your chapter 16 and 17. Then lastly, you could focus on corporate governance, which is chapter 1 to 8. Now, corporate governance can be asked, cannot be asked. If A or pre-seen information talks about a listed entity, then probability of a corporate governance question is very high. Otherwise, corporate governance is not that high weightage topic. So you can follow this order to kind of prepare for your SBL paper. And yes, these are chapters as per ACCA Study Hub. And as you know, ACCA Study Hub is now the one-stop solution for your ACCA resource, and it is also the official resource, and it's free. So I would recommend you guys to use that. Now, once you have finished all your chapters in the order, because I have given this order based on the weightage from the past paper analysis, post that, what you can do is you can pick up your 100 marker question. There are about 4 to 5 questions in your ACCA Study Hub. You could do those, then you do your past papers. Try and target to write 10 past papers, 10 100 markers, and you're going to be very, very comfortable in the examination. So just writing 10 100 marker question is enough for your SBL preparation. And in case you're looking for any kind of assistance, you can reach out to me. So the kind of assistance I provide is evaluating your mock answers, because that is very, very important in your SBL paper. So if you are a self-study student and you want to study by yourself and all help you need is to evaluate your mock, then you can reach out to me. I will be very happy to help you and guide you there. I hope you found this video very useful. And if you're preparing for SBL and you have any kind of queries, you can drop in a comment below. I will help you out. And I'll be back with more such content. Till then, take care. See you all.